With the release of Avengers Endgame, Marvel Studios capped off a 22-film saga. The story began with 2008's Iron Man, and since that time we've seen new heroes introduced, compelling combinations of characters intermingled, and even a few characters bite the dust. And while previous team-up movies like The Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron had a sense of finality to them, Endgame was a true genuine ending to the 21 movies that have come before it. Nothing will be the same after Endgame. To that end, Marvel Studios kept a tight lid on what films might be next, refusing to confirm any Marvel movie release dates beyond Spider-Man Far From Home. Check out this video through for a complete calendar of all the Marvel's upcoming superhero movie release dates confirmed so far. But before jumping to the list, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Number 1. Black Widow. Release date, November 6, 2020. Status, in post-production. Director, Kate Shortland. Marvel Studios has been developing a Black Widow spin-off movie for a long time, and they were finally ready to pull the trigger after Avengers Endgame. The plot is under wraps, but the film is set to chronicle Natasha Romanoff's time as a spy before the events of Avengers Infinity War, even delving into her life pre the Avengers. The film was set for release in May 2020 but was delayed due to coronavirus concerns. Number 2. Eternals. Release date, February 12, 2021. Status, in post-production. Director, Chloe Zhao. Eternals is based on a comics series created by Jack Kirby and revolves around a group of superpowered and nearly immortal beings. Marvel enlisted acclaimed writer-director Chloe Zhao to take the helm. Filming began in fall 2019 and was completed in 2020. The film was set for release in November 2020 but was delayed due to coronavirus concerns. Number 3. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Release date, May 7, 2021. Status, filming. Director, Destin Daniel Cretton. Writer, Dave Callaham. With Shang-Chi, Marvel is looking to produce its first superhero movie with an Asian lead. The film is based on a comics character created in the early 1970s by writer Steve Englehart and artist Jim Starlin and was born out of Marvel Comics' desire to acquire the rights to the TV series, which they were denied. Instead, they acquired the rights to the villain Fu Manchu and created Shang-Chi as a son of Fu Manchu. Marvel intends to fill out the ensemble with a mostly Asian cast, looking towards Black Panther as a template for how this kind of movie should be put together. Filming was taking place in Australia but was shut down over coronavirus concerns. As a result, the film's release date was pushed from February to May. Number 4. Untitled Spider-Man, Far From Home sequel. Release date, December 17, 2021. Status, in development. Director, John Watts. Just as Spider-Man, Far From Home was hitting theaters worldwide, Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures were locked in contentious negotiations regarding the extension of their partnership on future Spider-Man films. Briefly, Sony still holds the license to Spider-Man. Far From Home writers Chris McKenna and Eric Summers are reportedly returning to pen the screenplay, with John Watts back in the director's chair. Filming on this sequel was due to begin in summer 2020. Number 5. Thor: Love and Thunder. Release date, February 11, 2022. Status, in development. Director, Taika Waititi. Marvel signed Thor Ragnarok filmmaker Taika Waititi to return to write and direct Thor 4 in July 2019, but at Comic-Con a few weeks later Marvel broke the big news. The film will feature the return of Natalie Portman as Jane Foster. Filming is due to begin in August 2020 in Australia. We exclusively reported that Christian Bale is now in talks to join the cast in the villain role. Filming was due to begin in late 2020 for a November 2021 release, but coronavirus concerns caused Marvel to shuffle its release date calendar and push this one's release to 2022. Number 6. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Release date, March 25, 2022. Status, in pre-production. Director, Sam Raimi. While 2016's Doctor Strange was no doubt intended to start a new franchise, the follow-up was put on the back burner so Benedict Cumberbatch's character could take a key role in Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame. Filming was due to begin in June 2020, but that was scrapped after the coronavirus shutdown. The movie was first pushed back from its original release date of May 2021 to November 2021. In April 2020, it was announced Doctor Strange 2's release date had once again been pushed back to March 2022. Number 7. Black Panther 2. Release date, May 6, 2022. Status, in development. Director-writer, Ryan Coogler. Cast, to be announced. Black Panther is the first superhero film to receive a Best Picture nomination and the first McHugh film to win an Academy Award. Sadly, this highly anticipated sequel is in flux right now. In August 2019, Coogler turned in his treatment and spent the following year writing the script for Black Panther 2, only for star Chadwick Boseman to tragically pass away on August 28. Filming was tentatively slated to begin in 2021. But no one at Marvel knew the extent of Boseman's illness, and thus how they plan to proceed with Black Panther 2 right now is in flux. Number 8. Captain Marvel 2. Release date, July 8, 2022. Status, in development. Director, Nia DaCosta. Cast, Brie Larson. The Captain Marvel sequel will be set in present day, but directors Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck are not returning behind the camera. Marvel subsequently enlisted Nia DaCosta, director of the Candyman remake, to take the helm. Other upcoming MCU movies: Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Blade, Ant-Man 3. The release dates are to be announced.